was that man? Who was that band? The last thing I ever filmed as a child actress, I was 12 or 13 at the time. You know, my style had greatly improved. Wardrobe decided that I was fit like a lady. This was for the one movie I did before I quit this life altogether. What is this furniture? So I'm sitting in a trailer. When you were a kid at the time, I remember the rules were, if you were to be on set for 2 weeks or more, the production company had to legally assign you a tutor so that you didn't get too far behind in school. I think there's a picture in here of me studying. Yeah, there it is. You guys are asking to watch the movie. I'm gonna watch a small part of it. So this is me in the reflection, by the way, filming this movie with my iPhone. The audio is bad because it's playing from a cell phone.
Midwifery. General all-around healing.
Y'all remember this? You'll notice that everyone in this scene is speaking in a southern accent. So I'll play that and then explain why.
She tried practicing for free, but no one understood that concept. My grandmother's family was not leaving poor. She had cured the richest man in the county of syphilis, and in exchange for his health, he promised to remember her in his will. Not a year later, he walked in front of a chicken truck and fell over dead. He kept his word.
My dad was so excited about this because this car is like some classic from 1909 and it was the actual car or something. I don't know. We were actually driving in a car though. That was pretty cool.
The opportunity came much quicker than she had imagined.
Stop the car! What I ought to do is make a chain for it.
Who was that man?
No one you need to think of.
My grandfather.
And that's where Who Was That Man came from.
Who was that man?
No one you need to think of.
So I had a dialect coach on set with a cassette recorder instructing me to listen to a southern accent for weeks before we started shooting. I had at least 10 lines in the script, but only one of them was kept in the movie. I was trained by a dialect coach to speak like this because everyone in the role was supposed to be from the South, and that who was that man? Like, remember, I'm 12, you know, I don't really understand accents and the best way to do them, but I had a literal coach instruct me to do that, and I feel like that kind of southern twang has stuck with me ever since. So when people ask me, like, why do you say, see y'all later, bye? I feel like that's just some innate thing that has been drilled into me since I was 12 as a result of having a dialect coach for this movie. But yeah, who was that man? Who was that band? That band. I don't even know which region this was supposed to represent. A southern dialect is all I was told. And you know, when you're a kid, you just try and follow instructions, especially on a major production like this. This was a movie. It was the biggest set that I had been on. I was trying to study, do my homework with my tutor, but also follow along with the dialect coach and get it right. And I remember for like weeks on end, prepping for the role, I would just talk in this accent at home and like annoy my parents and my sister. And I'm still not good at that accent, I know. Where in Canada was this filmed? It was filmed in Mississauga, I think. Like out in the boonies of Mississauga. Like clearly there's like absolutely nothing here. I don't know if the whole movie was filmed there, but I remember this long dirt road was like way out of town for sure. A whole bunch of people in the middle of nowhere. Where can you find the movie? I have no idea. It went straight to VHS. It never hit the theaters, actually. I remember being slightly disappointed that I couldn't go to the theaters and see it. It went straight to VHS television, maybe. I think you maybe could have found it on a television network at the time if they were airing it. This was my first like major production and my last. I think maybe also my parents after this experience were like, you can't miss this much school all the time. It's not what they wanted for me, and I wasn't mad either. So yeah, I'm kind of happy that this is my last project. And it, like, you know, there's not really much talented acting going on here. Like, it's just me asking a question and then sitting in a car. Fun fact, this is Gina Rowlands from The Notebook. There's Susan May Pratt in Center Stage, which was a huge movie when I was a teenager, so I really looked up to her. This was the director. The director was dating Mimi Rogers or married to Mimi Rogers. Mimi Rogers is a famous lady. She was in the very first Austin Powers. And I was playing Mimi Rogers as a kid. Like, I was Mimi Rogers' flashback. Remember my agent saying that I would be perfect for this because I looked like Mimi Rogers' daughter. So yeah, I think I was 12 or 13, getting a little old for kids' roles. There was no more kids' toy commercials for me. That time was up. Everyone's asking if I regret quitting. I do not regret quitting because I needed to quit in order to go to school and have the life that I do now. So I definitely don't regret it. I never really wanted to be, ironically, a famous person. And I also just did not honestly have a passion for the craft of acting. Would you audition for something now? No. Yeah, a YouTube video? On Simply Not Logical. Feel like I'm totally past casting calls. I don't want any parts. I don't want any part of anything unless I'm making it myself. And I guess that's just my personality and where I ended up. I just have no interest in being an actress. I don't mean to sound ungrateful at all. I totally recognize that it's some people's dreams to do that. And it's a wonderful thing if you can do it and find the roles that are suitable for you. But it wasn't for me. Just some more headshots. And that's it. That's my book of commercials that I've kept intact since 1998. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for sticking around, hearing my long-ass childhood story. Did you audition for other movies or just commercials? I think that movie I did was the only movie I auditioned for, but I definitely auditioned for way more commercials, like probably hundreds. I just have a really bad memory and it's kind of hard to quantify, but I maybe got 10 commercials, but I auditioned for like hundreds. Would you put Menchie and Zyler in commercials? You know, I already do. I put them on YouTube, put them on Instagram, and I consider that a commercial for their beauty. Animal Cupcake asks, do you think you would have made it if you stayed as an actress? If you would have made it big. No, because I'm not a good actress. Like, I'm just not good. I feel like the only thing I'm okay at is looking excited and stuff, but that's not good range. I would not be able to get upset, cry, show anguish and angst. I don't think I can fake that. I'm just really bad at that. But I could smile. That's my range. That's all I got for you. Do I win an Oscar? I can smile and do a terrible Southern dialect. That's it. Who was that man? What age did you start acting? I believe I was 8 when I started auditions. I think I got my first part when I was 9 or 10. Wait, 1998. I would have been 10. So I was 10. And then I continued until I was 12 or 13, right before high school. And the movie was the last thing that I did. Megan asked, if you could make a surprise appearance on any show, which would you do? Grey's Anatomy. I'd want them to operate on me. Put me on the table, Meredith. Favorite actress you acted with? Well, I can't pick a favorite. How about I just list you all the people who became actors or actresses that I've worked with? Cassie Steele from Degrassi, who played Manny. Melissa McIntyre, who played Ashley on Degrassi. Gina Rowlands, who was the grandma in The Notebook with Ryan Gosling. Mimi Rogers, who was in the movie I was in. The original Austin Powers lady is what most people will remember Mimi Rogers as. And then Susan May Pratt, who is in Center Stage. Thank you guys again. It's been great to see all the hype in the chat. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.